remanded for lack of opportunities till the 16th of March.
Chris Parsons are in court. The case is coming up for plea taking.
My name is Derek Mutalo. We are jointly with my colleagues, Mumpenje and Musana Nelson Nene and Nicoloma Kasuri.
Mbabali Maisel Goldi Matono. Finally, Sarah Kaki Peter. So the four of you are joined in charge with promoting sectarianism. You understand? As you are still at large, we are charged with promoting sectarianism. Prosecution alleges that during the month of June last year, within the district of Kampala, you made and published on different social media platforms videos containing information which is likely to cause discontent or dissatisfaction among the citizens of Uganda against the Banyankole tribe, by indicating that most of the leaders in Uganda are of the Banyankole tribe. That you circulated the video on several social media platforms, and in that video you made allegations, which allegations are likely to cause discontent or dissatisfaction among the citizens of Uganda against the Banyankole tribe, by indicating that most of the leaders in Uganda are of the Banyankole tribe.
akasanga mukisabe kirwanyisa obumenyi bw'amateeka mukwata ku musango ogwo kigambibwa nti gwe Sserwanga Julius, Mbapali Marisel, Goldiki Matono ne Sabakaki Peter n'abalala bangi abatalinakwatibwa mu mwezi gw'omukaaga omwaka 2020 mu kitundu bya Kampala district mwakola era ne musasaanya ku mikutu egy'enjawulo obutambi obwalimu obubaka obuyinza okuleetera obusosoze n'obukyayi mu bannayuganda okuva nga bukwata ku ggwanga ly'Abanyankole nga mugamba nti mubaka bugamba nti abakulembeze mu Uganda abasinga bava mu ggwanga ly'Abanyankole. Si kituufu. Mbapali Marisel, musango gulidde era n'okutegeera kituufu oba si kituufu? Si kituufu. Goldiki Matono, oguwulidde omusango era n'okutegeera kituufu oba si kituufu? Si kituufu. Sabakaki Peter, musango guwulidde era n'okutegeera kituufu oba si kituufu? Omuwali wa gavumenti abategeeza kkooti nti okunoonyereza ku musango gwa muntu kyagenda mu maaso asakooti obubonaku bulala
to apply for bail on their behalf. Following their plea, not guilty that has been entered by this court. Your Honor, I'll be brief. Application. Most obliged. The application for bail, Your Honor, is premised on the Article 28(3)(a of the Constitution, which is very instructive on the presumption of innocence for the accused persons. Together, Your Honor, with Article 23(6)(a that deals with the matter at hand, gives them the right to apply to this honorable court for bail. Your Honor, we also refer this court to Articles 75 and 77 of the Magistrates' Court Act. Most obliged. Your Honor, we refer this court to sections 75 and 77 of the Magistrates' Court Act, enjoining the court to deal with the matter of bail. Your Honor, the offense that the accused persons are charged with is a bailable offense. The accused persons, Your Honor, have this right to apply to bail. I will refer this court to one decision, Kiza Besigye versus Uganda. Your Honor, it was miscellaneous application number 228 of 2005. By Justice James Ogo. Your Honor, while granting the accused person interim bail, the court considered the general importance of the right to liberty of all accused persons and the presumption of innocence. That right to liberty, Your Honor, is akin to the right to life itself. Therefore, once deprives the accused persons of the right to life. Your Honor, the accused persons are family men. They have families. And as we are aware, schools are gradually being reopened by the state. They bear on their shoulders the burden to fend for their families and educate their children and other beneficiaries. For Your Honor, in the premises we pray that the accused persons be granted the right to present the sureties to bail them out. As the state has noted and informed this court that investigations are still ongoing. Your Honor, we are not certain when investigations will end. But we are sure of it's more than 4 or 5 months since the last time they were arrested, only to be released. Therefore, we cannot indefinitely put them away to pave way for investigations. Allow me, Your Honor, therefore, present the sureties for the accused person. Given the fact that we were informed on short notice, we hadn't prepared in brief, but I'll guide the sureties, Your Honor. Sureties in full. Mr. Siranja. Your Honor, the first surety is Mr. Kabuye James, who was born in 1986, about 35 years. Mr. Gabriel James here is a resident of Luzige 2, late in a short time, and they have understood the roles and responsibilities of a surety, which hinge around always ensuring that the accused persons attend to this honorable court whenever they are needed. It's the duties that they have voluntarily undertaken to execute without fail. Therefore, in the premises, Your Honor, we pray that the accused persons be granted bail. Since the court also has the power to grant bails beyond cognizance of the accused persons, for where they fall short of the requirements, especially the sureties, we pray that in the interest of justice, the court extends the beam of mercy. So pray.
Your Worship, I've looked at the documents that the lawyers of the applicants have provided before court in their bail application. Your Worship, in the opening remarks of the defense counsel, he stated that they were not prepared. And I think it is for that reason that prosecution was not given copies. The national IDs won't have any copy, save for the sureties of F4. Your Worship, in the unpreparedness of the sureties, we have also noted that the third applicant's second surety did not bring an LC letter introducing her before court. The two sureties for F4 have also not brought any introductory letters from their area LCs, which clearly confirms that the applicants were not ready for this bail application. We object to the application. And where the sureties have brought introductory letters, we ask for time to verify the documents that they have presented before court against what they have told court.
Asooka okwogera mu kkooti agambye babadde beetegefu era nga mu ekyo mutali weetegefu temusobodde looya wabwe tasobodde biwandiiko okuseoko naddala mwali owokusatu akweyimiridde omuyima owokubiri tabadde taleese ebbaluwa eyayose boogerako mu kkooti era n'omwali owokuna abamuyimiridde bonna ababiri tebasobodde kuleeta baluwa zaabwe okuva mu bitundu gye basula eza LC1 era n'olwekyo oludda olwayo lusaba kkooti olw'akaseera lwekenneeye ebiwandiiko ebireeteddwa byemuwaddeyo mu kusaba okweyimirwa balabe oba bituufu.
In respect to the sureties of A1 and A2, says the documents, while complete in its time, to verify and investigate. Your Honor, we wonder what nature of investigations the state will undertake to go beyond the national ID that's given here. All the sureties that have been presented. Oh, that's what I meant. Most obliged. Most obliged. Your Honor, the other persons that have not been able to present documents, the sureties that have not been able to present LC letters, they have presented the most compelling identification document we have in this country, and that is their national ID. There is no letter, any LC, that can supersede a national ID. All the copies of the originals of the national ID have been presented and are with court. Therefore, in the interest of justice, Your Honor, we pray that the accused persons be granted bail. As I have earlier submitted, the accused persons can even be released by this court on their own cognizance, with or without sureties. In these circumstances, their sureties have presented their symbol of identification and are willing to comply with further directions by this court. Even arrested, but when he got to know, he came voluntarily. This is the character of the accused persons you have before you, who are willing to obey the ends of justice. Therefore, Your Honor, in the premises and in the alternative, should state desire to get bail, to get time to look at the documents. In the alternative, pray that they are given interim bail while state peruses. The date can be given where they will be given full bail.
The application is premised on the constitutional provisions, especially Article 28 and 23 of the Constitution. Now, these are provisions that enjoin courts of law to treat all accused persons as innocent until proven guilty. And also, these are provisions that grant them the right to apply to be released on bail pending the determination of the charges against him. The offense charge is one that is bailable by this court. The accused persons have presented sureties whom the court deems and finds to be substantial. Prosecution's objection on grounds that some of the sureties are not tendered or do not have introduction letters from the respective LC1 chairpersons. By some of the sureties to present introduction letters from the LC1, from their respective LC1s, I think. However, considering that all the sureties presented by the accused persons have national IDs, I would agree with counsel for the accused persons that there is nothing more compelling. There is nothing more compelling than the national ID, and I will accept his submission that failure by the sureties to present LC1 introduction letters can be cured by the presence of the national ID. So the court accepts all the sureties presented by the accused persons and finds them substantial, and accordingly grants bail on the following terms to all the four accused persons. A cash bail of 100,000 shillings each, and the non-cash, the sureties are each bonded non-cash, the amount of 500,000 shillings for the sureties. And the matter, if the debt is convenient to all the parties,
emitwalo ensibiza Uganda emitwalo 10 nga za mubanga n'abeeyimiridde buli omu akusasula emitwalo 50 buli omu naye nga sizaabuliwo. Omusango gugezeddwayo paka ng'ennaku z'omwezi 8 omwezi ogwokuna.
Abantu bamwe bamanyi obulungi bizondo erinnya lye baalonda nammwe limumanyi balina amannya agaabwe ebyo bizonto baba abaami baleeteddwa mu kkooti olunaku olwaleero nja kujjukira bulungi nti omwaka oguwedde abakwata abagamba aliwo obutambi bwe bwaweereza bwe batambuza nga bwongera okwawulayawula mu mawanga promoting sectarianism. Meseji yaabwe oba okwogera kwabwe kwalimu kyekubiira kulina abantu abamu ab'eggwanga erimu bekulumba nga bagamba bo okulaba okwabwe ebifo byonna eby'amaanyi era eby'omugundu byaweebwa abantu b'amawanga bava mu ggwanga lyerimu. Nsonga eyo message teyatwalibwa bulungi era tekyalabika bulungi. Gavumenti negamba abantu bano katubakwate bwe abakwata bajja kwennyonnyolako lwaki boogera ebintu bifaananako bwe biti. Olwaleero we baleeteddwa mu kkooti badde bali bakusomerwa musango ogwo omulundi ogusooka. Kkooti we basomedde emisango egyo ne bajeegaana ne bagamba bo tebaawulayawulangako mu mawanga era teri message n'emu gye baali bafulumizza ng'egenderera kola ekyo. Bate kubanga omuwaabi wa gavumenti atutegeezezza nti bakyetaaga obudde obunoonyereza. Ategeeza nti bwe guba guli bwe gutyo tusaba kkooti ebeere ya kisa egire bata bavujjirire abaana abali ewaka basobole n'okuzaayo abaabwe mu masomero bakagaggulawo basobole n'okulaba engeri gye bafuna ekigulira magala eddiba. Tuwadde ensonga nnyingi mu kkooti era ababeeyimirira ne bajja bangi. Kkooti n'etunuulira ebiwandiiko bye bawaddeyo n'esinziira ne ku ndagamuntu zaabwe egamba ewaawo bano abantu bavunaanyizibwa era basaanidde okweyimirira abaami bano. Kkooti kwesinzidde n'egamba nti batadde essaawa eno bagira bakyabeera ebweru. Gavumenti yeetegeke bulungi omusango gujja kuddamu okuwulirwa mu mwezi ogwokuna mu April na 8. Olwo oba oliawo gavumenti enaaba emaliriza okunoonyereza oba banaaleeta obujulizi. Bwe balibuleeta tulibulaba ne tulaba engeri gye tubakiikiririra mu kkooti okulaba nga bafuna eddembe lyabwe oba okubayamba okutuusaayo okwewozaako kwabwe eri kkooti. Mubimpire abo abaami kubanga kizze mu kaseera nga batutegeezezza papa mu bwangu bweko okupapa ne tulaba nga obwenkanya butuukirizibwa era kkooti etubeeredde ya kisa nnyo n'ekola obwenkanya obusukkiridde okugira nga bawakalembereza bagire nga balya butaala oba oliawo singa emisango gina bakamuvyeyo mu maaso nga baleese obujulizi walibawo okusalawo okwenjawulo naye essaawa eno twali bujulizi bumala kubateekako oba kubagyotekako gasangaago era bakyagira bajja butaala bwa kkooti bwe bakwata gavumenti erina essaawa mweyina okusibira nga terina zisussa ng'ekuleese kkooti. Kiba nakyankiza oli okukwata n'agamba nkutte n'omusango kubanga aba yeetegese akutwalirewo mu kkooti. Mbalaba bano abatunda ebintu bwe babakwata babasomererawo emisango naye abamu batwala essaawa 48 tebalina zisussa. Bwe bazisussa bapuliida kwe kujja ne basaba kkooti eragire abapoliisi babate kubanga tebabateekako musango ng'amateeka bwe galagira mu budde obwetaagisa kwe kubata ebiseera. Naye tekyategeeza nti omusango ukoze eki guvuddewo. Gavumenti kyava yeetegeka olwaleero ne babaleeta ne babakwata olwo ne babaleeta mu kkooti olwaleero nga beetegese. Era okubata babatadde kakalu ka kkooti.
Kasente mmeka?
Babagambye buli omu asasula emitwalo 10 egya buliwo n'emitwalo 5 nga gyo si gya buliwo.
Asa amanya gwani?
Amanya nze Lutalo Derek kola ne Lusige Vegan Company Advocates kola ne mu kitongole ekya Network of Public Interest Lawyers.
Nze badde omu ku beeyimirira abantu bano kubanga mu kulaba kwange omusango gwa Munguuba bwe guba gye guli okwogera nga beeyambisa eddembe ly'okwogera ate ebintu bye tulaba nga oluusi na bituufu. So kyekimu ku binneeyimiriza bannange bano ate nga tumanyi nti n'engeri gye bazze bakwatibwamu yakyenjenje nnyo kuba balina ebifo bye bakolera ebiri permanent singa bayita ne beeyanjula okusinga okuleetawo akasasamalo okulumba ebifo gye bakolera ne babawamba buwambi yogayoga babavunaanye emisango gy'osuubira nti gya bulijjo. Kati eyo enkola tulaba nga erubirwamu kutiisa kuleetawo okutya mu mawulire kulemesa bannamawulire okweyogerera nakugira ddembe lya kweyogerera erijjudde obulungi. So kati ffe nga abatakaba n'eddembe ly'abamawulire tulaba nga kino kyetaagisa ddala okuwanyisibwa okulaba nga emisango n'ebintu ebituufu oba okulaba nga information entuufu tefuulibwa musango kwabo abagyogera wadde ng'eyinza okubaako benyiga kyetaaga wabeewo obujulizi obwenkalakkalira byogedde ebiviiramu ddala omusango ogutegeerekeka katulabe kirungi nti kkooti ebadde yakisa nebawa okweyimirirwa katulinde nga 8 tulabe obujulizi obunaaleetebwa oba bunayawukana n'ebyo bye boogera mu ngeri y'okusanyusa abantu kubanga mu freedom of expression oba mu kawaayiro namba 29 abantu bano balina eddembe okwogera abayita mu nnyimba mu kwogera kwennyini nga bwe tukola kati ne mu mizannyo oba mu kuwandiika n'okukozesa obukookolo bwe tuyita busemufu okutuusa obubaka bwonna bw'otuusa eri abantu so tegwandibadde musango muloope ogw'enkizo oga nti abakikola ate bamenye musango gwennyini mu ngeri eyo tumanyidde ddala nti bannaffe bano batuntuzibwa lwa nsonga oba oliawo ezitategerekeka naye nga bwe tuzze mu kkooti tujja kuzitegeera balooya weebali abagenda okubawolereza paka wetunaafuna obwenkanya ku lw'abantu bano naye nga twagala okwebaza ennyo bannamawulire bonna abagufudde omulimu gwabwe okuvaayo ku nsonga ez'okulanira eddembe ly'amawulire kuba kyekino wewamu wano tusobola okulagira nti eddembe ly'amawulire tulyetaaga tetulyogerako bwogezi naye buli lwekyakyeetaagisa tuvaayo obukukuubira ffenna ne tujula kkooti nga bwe kibadde ne tulaga n'ensi nti eddembe ly'okweyogerera ddembe si bumenyi bw'amateeka era twetaaga oddibeererawo mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala.
The gentlemen called or known as the Bizonto, they were brought before court today to take plea, and today they were able to plead not guilty. So they told court that they were read to the charges of promoting sectarians in this country, and the basis of that was they published information that was drawing a bias towards a particular tribe, alleging that all big and major offices in this country were allotted to a particular tribe, that is the Banyankole. The government didn't find that message peaceful and promoting tranquility. Therefore, they slapped charges of that nature. Last year, they were arrested and they were mandatorily released because they were not charged and brought to court in time. But this year, the state prepared itself and they were brought before court this very afternoon. They were read to the charges, they took the plea of not guilty, and we got instructions to apply for bail on their behalf. With my fellow colleagues, we were able to apply for bail successfully, and court was very lenient and considered the sureties and based majorly on the national IDs as a major identification document to grant them the liberty that they desired in the form of bail. So they were granted bail, and the matter was adjourned, or it was pushed. Sorry, I apologize. The matter was pushed. We will return to court on the 8th of April this very year to hear the matter, should the state be ready with the evidence. Then, court granted them a cash bail of 100,000 each and a non-cash bail of 500,000 each, following the presentation of the sureties, and that non-cash was also for each of the sureties that bailed them out today. That is the summary of what transpired.
Our colleagues, because I believe that the charges brought against them are very light. In any case, they are factual information that they are giving, and under Article 29 of our Constitution, people are free to express themselves through music, art, effigy, and through speech, like these people are doing. So if anyone is aggrieved, they should individually come out and say they are aggrieved, but not blanketly accusing them of stating the facts and doing it in a way that is constitutional. And we're even very offended by the way the security storms media houses and arrests people in such a way that is too backward. Yet these people can be summoned to appear and then be brought to court, rather than causing a lot of commotion as though they have committed treasonous cases. We are very grateful to the courts that they have been granted their freedom. We'll wait for what will happen on the 8th of April when the state will be able to adduce this evidence, and we have a right to respond. We believe that these people will be set free at the end of this hearing. We are very grateful to the media for making it their cardinal role to come out strongly and in big numbers whenever there is a call to fight for this press freedom, because it is what we have. And journalists must really strongly come out whenever one of our colleagues is arrested, they are brought to court. We must assert ourselves that what we are doing is lawful, it is legitimate, and that it is our cardinal role to inform the public that this is our freedom, and we must use it as so granted by the Constitution.
Now,